In 1986, Japan became the first country in the world to eliminate leaded petrol. Then Austria, Germany, Switzerland, the United States, Australia in 2002. Today, there are just 6 countries where leaded petrol is still sold: Algeria, Burma, Iraq, Afghanistan, Yemen, North Korea. Think about the violence in those countries. The brief history of lead in the 20th century started in the early 1920s when lead was added to petrol for the first time as an anti-knock agent. It was then put through the engine into the air. Everyone breathed it. Then it fell to the ground. Children can then pick it up in soil and dust by normal hand-to-mouth activity. There's a company called Innospec Incorporated in the United States which has been making lead for petrol for decades. They have also been fined $40 million for selling lead into countries which had already banned lead petrol. I would love to see that $40 million used for research so that the rest of the billions of people on the planet who've been affected by lead in petrol could get some benefit. In all the blood lead studies that I've read over the years, I've noticed 2 trends. Males always have higher blood lead levels than females at any age, and blacks have higher blood lead levels than whites. It's an interesting statistic to know that 1 in 10 black American adult males are in prison today. Lead is a biomimic. It mimics the functions of calcium, iron, and zinc. When the brain is being built in a baby, the calcium is a vital part of the architecture of the brain. It also has a huge role in the functioning of the brain. The ability to make executive decisions are affected for the rest of life. In other words, a child with lead poisoning is more likely to grow up to be delinquent and to be a violent criminal. There are certain foods that detox lead, and they are the ones that have lots of fibre. I'd love to see a study done on groups of prisoners to see which ones can actually return to prison less because they've had their blood lead levels monitored and have been forced down by various interventions. The 2 most obvious interventions are to use chelation treatment. Chelation is the standard treatment for removing lead from the body. And another intervention would be to trial the use of food for detox. And organic food obviously is a non-toxic form of food. Having prisoners grow their own organic food is an option. And to eat a very good balanced diet compared to a standard prison diet, I would hypothesize that the ones on organic balanced food diets and having chelation treatment would be less likely to return to jail for further violent crimes.
Hello, you long shot, you dark horse runner.